You know, we all saw night 2 of WrestleMania. And it seems Oba beat Brock, which, I'm actually fine. I'm fine with Oba beating Brock. It wasn't necessarily like a squash match, but it was a nice retirement match. We didn't even know it was a retirement match. But have to keep saying but. Will Oba actually get pushed? That's the thing. Was this a waste of a win? Or will Oba end up like the others? And someone said that in the comments, like, okay, yeah, he beat Brock, but they won't push him. He won't get that main event push. And I'm like, man, Oba is on fire. But they said Oba might get a championship match, lose, and then his career is done. And I just wanted to point out some examples of this. Look at somebody like Zack Ryder. He beat Chris Jericho in 2010, right? And WWE never capitalized on that. Jinder Mahal beat Randy Orton. They never capitalized on it and, made him real relevant. Heath Slater beat Seth Rollins in 2016. They did nothing with him. Apollo Crews beat Andrade. And he's just never been a consistent star. Now, Enzo Amore beat Chris Jericho, but I think he might have had some locker room heat or something like that. Evan Bourne is another one that beat Chris Jericho. He stayed mid-card, but I don't know. Some people saying drugs. Now, Shelton Benjamin is one too. Shelton Benjamin, come on now, he beat Triple H in like 2004. Never got a solid push. Now, you could say Carlito. You can also say Solo Sikoa. They all... another one, God, what's this other dude's name? It's a damn shame. He was the masked man. Shit. I can't think of his name. That's how much jobber, he's being right now. But they all beat John Cena and nothing happened. And the guy I'm talking about, he's in the Vision. And his name is not coming in my head, man. What is this guy's name, bro? Yeah, Austin Theory. So you even got Austin Theory. They're doing nothing with this guy. And I'm like, damn. I really thought about it and I said, is Oba gonna fall into this category where they just don't push him, don't use him, give him like 3 years and then gone? And then I was like, well, there's one difference. Oba Femi isn't a Vince McMahon guy. Oba Femi is part of the new Triple H era. Also, Trick Williams and Bouncy Evans, Vince had nothing to do with them. So maybe there's a chance, Oba Femi will get to be Triple H's version of Brock Lesnar. Maybe Triple H is like, hey, look, I'm going to use this. Like, I don't want none of that Vince McMahon shit, in my company right now. So maybe that'll have something to do with it. But let me know in the comment section, y'all think Oba is going to be a force or will they book him into oblivion? I thought Jade coming from AEW they was gonna give her something, but seems like WWE kind of likes to change your character and let you be great on their terms. Kind of like Booker T. When Booker T came, Booker T was damn near a jobber, never got the title. They had to revamp his character to King Booker, and then he got the title. So I'm pretty sure Jade Cargill is going to have to change something, and then they might, book her great. But I mean, damn, like, for her to just lose like that is crazy. But Oba Femi, what do y'all think? Is this guy going to be the next Brock Lesnar? Y'all gotta put it in the comment section.